Yeah. Hi.
Welcome back.
to the 35th Mil. Wow, that's an interesting start. We're getting adventurous.
Yeah.
Sorry. Welcome back to the 35th Mil. Here we are today to talk about Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Wow. I loved it a lot. I thought that...
Don't mind us. Our camera's dying on us.
But that's okay.
But we will persevere.
Yes, as always. Yes, I loved it a lot. I'm getting straight into it because I have to say I loved it a lot.
Yes, I'm right there with you. I'm 100% there with you.
It was, we've had...
Entertaining.
How many Marvel movies we had this year? 2?
This was the third. This was the third. Yeah.
I think it's my favourite Marvel movie of the year.
I think it's mine too.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy
so
2, I thought would be... But no, I think this has beaten it because it was just... Oh my god.
It's funny because when we saw Guardians, we loved it so much.
Yeah.
We still do. But then we saw Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was so fresh and impressive, and now we've got the real brilliant film from Marvel this year. The one that was flying under the radar, and it's just delivered
100%.
so well on every level.
So here we go, we have Thor, who I think has often been one of the weaker Marvel characters.
Oh, without a doubt.
And I think that's been widely regarded as that too. But this time we have Thor in a new adventure where Asgard is in trouble. We have the director Taika Waititi, who did some of my favourite films of all time.
Yes, he did.
Directing it and doing a fantastic job as long as the supporting cast.
Which includes the director.
Yeah, which includes Taika, is always in his films, Tom Hiddleston and...
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, and who is that other actor that's in it?
The man himself. The true legend.
His name is Jeff Goldblum.
Of course he is.
And he's a legend.
He's
in
the legend.
It. He's the legend. And he's in it, and he does an amazing job.
We love the bloom.
This film is just so great and easy to watch. And it's so enjoyable and funny, but not over the top.
Hey, we can't forget the big guy here. Mark Ruffalo. The Hulk.
The
Hulk.
How did I forget? He's such a... he's part of the film.
If nothing else, this movie is
Shows
Thor and Hulk, the road trip.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I love it. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited about this film.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, what is wrong with you? Go and see it.
Go and see it. It's going to be arguably your best trip to the cinema in the last few months. And there's been some damn good movies in the last few months. But this it was the everything movie. It had all the entertainment value. It was the action, the adventure, even the romance was there a little bit. The score. And the Goldblum. And there's some cameos. You have to look up the cameos. The cameos. I'm not going to mention everyone. We want to mention them, but we won't. But they are some of the best cameos that I think we've ever seen in a film.
And they're such a small thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as cameos go, this was as brief as you like, but...
But they did the job.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to our reviews. You go first.
I haven't even thought of that at all. On a technical level, I will give it a 9, and I'll give it a 9.
Ooh.
I'll give it a 9. There's a little bit of Taika Waititi bias here, but...
There's a lot of Taika Waititi bias in here.
Of course. Look, it is such... To transform a character like Thor, which has had 2 shots...
Yeah, 2 previous shots plus 2 Avengers films.
And to have been one of the weaker characters, to throw them into being one of the... like going forward, this has definitely moved Thor into a completely different position.
It has.
And it's completely shifted the way, not just it's portrayed, but also the character themselves. They are so much further out than what they were. And to do that on film in such an entertaining kind of witty or light-hearted sort of way, and have that seriousness while also being completely juxtaposed with this humour and this kind of cavalierness. They did a great job of that. I thought that the animation felt like it improved on previous Marvel films. I think Marvel's always had an issue with,
in some respects,
the special effects.
It had the look and the feel of the Guardians films, and that was a high point for it, I think, because those films have that otherworldly feel, and yet they feel very, very realistic. They don't feel as much like they were made in a computer.
Yeah, exactly. So it had that going for it. From a personal level, I'll give it a 9 as well. because it was just so enjoyable. And again, I really didn't like Thor as a character before now, but now I really like. But now I really like Thor as a character.
Are you Thor?
What's your scores? Just say your scores.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Just say your scores.
Okay. Are you going to interrupt me while I do this?
No.
I feel like you might. I'm dragging this out. Okay. My scores. Alright, on a technical level, yes. I'm giving it an 8.
Thor.
You're a dick. Alright.
What was it? What did you score?
I'm giving it an 8 on the technical level.
Okay.
Everything, it was the everything film, and there's only one other movie I've ever said that about, and that is my all-time favourite film, Back to the Future. It really has every element to it, and that, I think, is what's crucial to its success. Just as a movie, as a Marvel movie, it's not even a Marvel movie, it's a comedy that happens to be set in the Marvel universe, and it works so well. All the technical aspects of their score, actors, sets, everything, it's all there, and Taika's brilliant direction just wraps it up neatly in a bow.
And again, on that, again, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's coming from the character of Thor to bring them so far up on where I felt that they were at before. That was, and again, it's been widely regarded that the Thor films have not been very interesting. Even
Chris Hemsworth was the first to acknowledge it.
He was bored with the other one, so the transformation and the enjoyment that they had in making this film, I think, definitely makes it.
And it gives us hope for what's still to come. On a personal note, I'm also giving it the 8. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It just laughed from beginning to end, just like this guy. We couldn't control it. It was just hilarious, poignant when it needs to be, touching when it needs to be, but overall very funny in the best way. And it left us with a good feeling about what is still to come. So, yeah, definitely one to check out if you haven't seen it in the cinemas already. Get there now.
Yes, exactly right. If you have seen it, tell us what you think in the comment section below.
Yep.
Otherwise, leave us a comment on the Facebook page or here on YouTube if you're watching it on YouTube at the 35th Mil. Until next time.
Yep.